My God. Okay, so this episode, what I need to do is set up the Rexes. I have 3 Tyrannosaur eggs. I need to figure out if I am going to put all 3, just drop them in here. They have a max population of 2, I checked. So I don't think I want to do it. I also think I want to expand into this area a little bit. I like that a little bit more. This part needs to be rounded out a little bit, though. I think that might actually be good enough. I think that's actually good. That still means I need a feeder, though, and in order to get a feeder, I need to... Well, first off, craft it, but also, more importantly, I need to get the food for the feeder food.
Klaus, the kind of close Klaus from your class.
And I'm also finally going to use one of my fern spores. I have bone meal, right? Do I really? This is the first time in this world I don't have bone meal. That's kind of disappointing. Another thing I will want is reinforced sand. Or reinforced glass, which requires dense sand, which requires quartz and sand. I have plenty of quartz. Just so much goddamn quartz. Which means what I need to do is enchant my shovel with mending and get it repaired a little bit. My current plan is to kind of turn that beautiful... I want to use that beach for something, so I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look for a desert. Is there a way to find biomes? Nope. But I also... Junk base actually does work for biomes with my mod pack. It just doesn't work for generated structures for some reason, so what I'll do is I'll just junk base. Find a desert, mine it out. Because I do really want some reinforced glass and some dense sand for an idea I have for the Rexes. So their nearest desert is from my coordinates, which are -800, 100. If I go to -800, -800, there'll be a desert that way. So that way I'll go to bed. I will actually visit my my XP farm. What else did I need? I wanted some type of tinted glass. There's not. Oh, there is tinted glass, which is amethyst shards, which means I need to find a geode. Hi, Maui Head. Huh. Neat. I've never seen one of these buried like this before. I'll take some free obsidian. I should have brought a torch. Alright, so I'm gonna make this the starting point. What did I get? Protoceratops? That's alright. Good enough. 4 stacks, that should be good. I'm out ahead. Then I chuck a stack in there, and I've got some reinforced glass a-cooking. Pow, bang, bop. Oh, Confuciusornis and Protoceratops. Wow, that's 2 for 2. It's kind of extremely lucky. Crap, I also just need some regular glass. Okay. Back out. Alright, so I need that glass to make an aviary. And for this aviary, what do I want to do with this? How do I want to do this? That was kind of a smooth landing. Where is the rest of my dense sand? Where did I put the rest of my dense sand? Oh, it's in my... it's in my friggin' inventory. Oh. Did I hear who I think I heard? Free leads. What do you got? Emeralds for gunpowder. Slime balls. Ooh, I'll actually take those. Let me see. So gunpowder I'll take, and then I'll take a slime ball as well. I think you've outlived your purpose though. 2 more slime balls will be nice. And then that's also just a lot more firework rockets that I just got. Where do I want to build this aviary, and how do I want to build this aviary? I'm thinking just an iron door with a stone button. That's likely will. I think that works. Ah, it's 3 star. I died. So that's only with fern, huh? Somebody messed up the counting. How big could a fern really be? Wait, what? How do I... What? Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a mushroom. I can only be placed where it's dark. Okay, I get it. That's interesting. But it's also entirely useless to me, I believe. Might as well just put a couple down for decorative purposes. Alright, where am I going to build this aviary? So this seems to be the main area in which I have my, how big are you two? So there's one, the other's back here. Oh yeah, you are not getting out. How are you doing on food? Perfectly fine. So if that's the T-Rex is right there. Maybe just right here. I mean, I'm not going to use a ton of... I am going to use a ton of glass no matter what I do.
Alright, hello. Welcome back to another, random, unscripted yapathon. So, a little bit of an update on, I said I was probably going to stop doing daily uploads. I changed my mind a little bit on that because of a couple of reasons. Main one being I actually didn't start work when I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to start work on last Tuesday. As of recording this, I think as of uploading it as well. But what ended up happening was that was just a paperwork day, so I'll be starting next Tuesday. Sorry, so it's supposed to start this Tuesday, starting next Tuesday. I'll be starting on the 26th of August is when my start date will actually be. And so that will probably mark the end of daily uploads. If not, I'll have another couple of uploads backed up. I might still keep doing it because I'm having a lot more fun doing it now than I, was for a little bit there. I started to hit another burnout stage, but I'm getting back into the swing of things and I'm feeling it a little bit more. And even if I don't do daily uploads, it will still be, every so often uploads, right? Probably more frequently than before because I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at this. And I got some criticism that I think will help me get a little bit better at this as well. What else do I have to say? I really want to do like a review video. I have a couple of movies that I want to talk about, as well as a couple of shows that I want to talk about. but I have no idea if that's actually going to be interesting to literally anyone. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in personally, the person who is potentially watching this, if you are, watching this. But I also ended up just deciding not to do the Rexes this episode, and instead I did this aviary. And the aviary that ended up being a priority, the reason for that is because I just felt like it, right? I just hit a point where I was doing this and I was like, you know what? I want to make an aviary. I want to make some of my flying creatures finally have an enclosure, and I want to start building this out to be more park-esque, right? Because at this point, before the aviary, it's just kind of 3 enclosures and a 4th unused one. But now I feel with an aviary, even if it is a small aviary, we're starting to fill things out a little bit more and start to get to the point where there's just more enclosures, right? You see me here, I'm doing some general farming. I've grew the tree. Right now I'm about to start trying to get some goo, because here I'm about to start actually incubating my creatures. You'll see a little bit of a shock if you don't know anything about paleontology as to what a Confuciusornis is. I really did think it was a pterosaur, but it ended up not being so stick around to see what it ended up being. Which, it did humble me a little bit, because, I do have that sort of expectation of myself to know what a prehistoric creature is, but this time I didn't, which, that's how it happens. But we're about to get into it, so thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of this episode. Bye-bye. Actually, not bad. That is kind of a dome. It's a bit cramped, but I think that's okay. Hang on. I know what else it needs. It needs like a tunnel here. Can you place... Here's the question. Can you place a button on glass? Yes. Doesn't work, though. Alright, so this is good for the aviary. Oh, I don't like that being on the inside like that. There we go. Alright, now I just need to figure out what it will eat. Probably meat. I don't think I'm going to put anything in it that won't eat meat. So what that means is I need some trades. Kelp block. Alright, bucket, button, stone, yada yada yada. Alright, so this is probably going to be the hardest I want. Actually, I think I want to hollow this out more. Yeah, I kind of like that a little bit more than what I was going to do. And I think I'm just going to put this feeder right here. It's a good bit. So I've got my Dimorphodon. I think my Confuciusornis should be just about done. Yep. I just say cultivated Confuciusornis egg. That concerns me a bit. I can probably also drop an oak tree in there, because I do think it's tall enough. The question is if I have the saplings. Doesn't seem like I do. Oh, that's why this is still up. I wonder how many people have been upset about that. Probably 0. I check all my comments, and I have not gotten a comment about that. Apple. There's no way I don't get a sapling from this tree, right? It's a 5% chance per leaf. There we go. I think right there, because it's off-center quite a bit, and off-center from the feeder, but I also think a little bit closer to the front. Right there is a good spot. Oh, you just hatched me! Why are you dying? Why are you dying? What do I need to feed you? Seeds? Wait, you're a herbivore? Okay, okay. I can handle that. Open the damn door! I thought Confuciusornis was a pterosaur and I thought it was gonna eat meat.
It's an herbivore. Will you eat melons? You will, you good baby. The Confucius bird is a well-documented genus of animals from the Yizhang and Jiufotang formations in China with a length of 50 centimeters and a wingspan of 70 centimeters. The Confucius hornus was not very different from modern birds. It was one of the earliest birds known to have a toothless beak, despite not being closely related to modern birds. The beak therefore developed through convergent evolution, which is the evolution of similar features in unrelated animals. Fossils of its wings include many melanosums cells that contain pigment, allowing us to learn that it was colored gray, red, brown, and black. The wings were probably white, and the long tail feathers being dark along their entire length. It's a piscivore, feeding on small diet is demonstrated in its fossil specimen, preserved with its last meal on its belly, similar to the famous Compsognathus fossils. As a whole, Confucius hornus fossils are intriguing because some have the long tail feathers, but others do not, and some are much larger than others. The best explainer for this variety is sexual dimorphism, of course. The leading hypothesis states that the larger ones, the females in both sexes, lost the feathers during molting season. I would have assumed that the larger tail feathers would have been the males. So if it's a pescivore, why is it that it wants plants? Let's go Dimorphodon. Woo, yeah, let's go Dimorphodon. So, an arrow is your order item. Okay. Diurnal. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, little baby. Please move. I need one grass block to ensure that they can actually jump up to the front of the feeder. I don't know if it'll matter, but I want to make sure. Ow. Ow. Before I even think about hatching this egg, though, melon time. Damn it, dude. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I am the McWorst. Like the actual McWorst. Alright, and then... Oh, you go straight to the feeder. The other one didn't. The other one's a lazy bum. Oh no, the other one didn't have a feeder to feed from. I wonder if these guys are going to need something to play with. Let me check on the old internet. Oh, Dimorphodon is new. So I'll do a tethered log would probably work here. Especially because I have the wood for it. I just realized how you... Die. Free slime ball, sure, but... Give me failure source DNA. Oh wait, there is no such thing as failure source DNA. It'll give me an Adafo though, huh? Ow. So, tethered oak log, and a scratching post. And that should be enough happiness for y'all. But just in case, I'm also gonna add a little lake in here. Holy crap, I said the word. I think that's good. But I don't like how this looks. I do think it's a little too symmetrical. That's a bit better. It's not a bad spot. Yeah. So that is now 2 of each in just a moment. Wait, the little baby. It's actually very cute. How long have we been recording for? An hour and a half! A lot of that was building up the dome, though. So, oh, I didn't place this back down. There we go. There we go. Alright. So that is now... I wasn't even intending to do that at the start of the day today, but I have finished the aviary. Let's check up on everything just to see how we're all doing. You are now 8. You are almost fully grown. You are 17. You are definitely fully grown. I love the walk cycle for Ceratosaurus. That looks so good. Really well done for the animators there. Like, look at that. That's so good. Why are you both so shy? Like the tail as well. Oh, it's so good. my guy and gal here are good. I haven't checked up on my herbivores in a while. Let's see how they're doing. My galleys I've been seeing a lot as I've been flying overhead. You're 27 now. Wow. You're 31. Oh my god. How old is my old Psittaphosaur then? I know my pistachio is over here, kind of starving themselves to death, which is no good. Where's my Dryosaur? Oh, right at the gate. Okay, can y'all quit crowding the gate, please? Yeah, you seem good. And they're starving themselves as well. Yowza! Look at all this fern. Jesus, look at it all. I really hope that these guys can eat these ferns, otherwise this was a waste. They can. Wait, I think you were the one who was starving himself. Now you are no longer. 47. Oh, you weren't even tamed. Wow. You are not starting yourself on my watch, neither are you. You're 14, you're 16, 37. I wonder if you were stuck. It's entirely possible. Oop, don't go down there. And then that quagga is just going to quag it up. That'll mark the end of this. I don't know if I'm splitting this up into 1 or 2 parts or what, but this is going to end whatever episode this is. And while I'm gone, what am I going to do? Do I want... I don't know if I want to put Arthropleura in with my aviary creatures, but Meganeura can almost certainly fit in there. So I'll start that incubation process. I have one more thing I would want to do, which is to put these melons in with my herbivorous dinosaurs over here, because this is still looking a bit barren. Okay, my god. Oh, right, I organized last episode. Forgot about that. Right here. That's what I call the pickle enclosure. I grew the wrong way. But yeah, after almost 2 hours of recording, shockingly enough, I really did get lost in it this episode. That's gonna mark the end. I just gotta deposit my stuff into the chest real quick. Alright, yep, that'll be all. Thank you all for watching. Next episode will almost certainly be the T-Rexes, because I have no idea what else I would do. I am just kind of putting it off. But thank you for watching. Bye-bye.